Hi everyone, it's Master Wong here. It's another beautiful day again. Today we're gonna have a little bit of thing to eat, but we're gonna talk about why these two women here, not the girl anymore, yeah? Two women here want to lose some weight. Okay, let's start the lesson on that.
It's harder for women to lose weight, would you say?
Of course.
The lack of sleep, the responsibility is looking after everyone else but yourself.
Yeah, you always last for everything.
Many traps, lack of sleep,
Yep.
eating convenience food or eating up the rest of their
Or
food.
just last to eat.
Not having enough time for yourself.
Yeah, no self-care.
And eating whatever's in front of you.
You see, I think a lot of this sort of thing comes back to the basic rule. That rule is discipline. And also, it's self-control. And you got to remember, we sitting here, I'm eating, I don't buy the food, you not buying the food home. So you have a power in your hand, in the control of buying the food and what put in your mouth. You chose to buying rubbish and then bring it in, and then you start to point the finger. Remember what I saying about point finger? What happened when you point the finger out to someone?
You got 3 pointing back at yourself.
3 point back at yourself. That's you the one have to take responsibility. Now,
That's true.
continue.
I mean, when I was at work, we had good choices and we had bad choices. I ate both. So I ate a lot of good food and I ate both, which is even more calories. I start with avocados and eggs, or omelette and avocados,
The thing is,
mixed berries.
this world is designed to have temptation left, right, and center. You go in the supermarket. What have you got? All the crap right near the entrance. They
All
wanna get
processed
you-
food, basically.
Yeah, they
I mean,
wanna
this is all
get you.
whole. This is all whole foods. None of it is processed.
I mean, you got to have willpower to just to keep your, close your eyes and just keep walking.
So what do you think is more important? Is it discipline that you need to learn? Or is it because you're thinking about losing weight and you're thinking about that, you go and do something quickly, lose few pounds, but really you didn't lose any weight, but you're just losing water. And then afterward, you put the weight on anyway. Or you're learning a discipline that helping you to have a better lifestyle and
guess
better choice.
We
What is
haven't
it?
really mastered discipline then, and self-control, and the self-esteem, and all those kind of
It
things.
takes
We
time
haven't-
though.
I
Like
think it's difficult to
nothing
master.
happens on the night or on the spot.
I can do it for one day. I can do it for 3 days.
I
But
mean,
to do it long term, that's really hard. I think I need extra support. I need someone there to go, what the fuck do you think you're doing?
But you got to think like this though.
Yourself need to tell you that.
But
But
we
you-
haven't got that self-discipline.
But this is what another way go back to is like, you're 40 odd now.
She ain't.
You're not, I'm nearly 40.
younger.
You're younger. You're 40 now.
So we've got a 30, 40, 50
Yeah,
here.
30, 40, 50. In this all the time in your life, you go through the same thing. And you go round and round the same thing again and again. Because you just start always point finger and don't take responsibility. Now, like I say, it's hard. You have 4 kids, you have 2 kids, so it's hard. It's a lot of things to need to think about and need to do in a day. And a lot of time you don't have time for yourself. And this is why dealing with coach, I'm coaching or mentoring people. I have to understanding what is you not go through. So my goal really in this journey with you not is make sure that you try to have a balanced diet and have a good choice. Life is all about decision making. And decision making is always start from the kitchen. Okay? And what is it? You have a power in your hand. I give you the power in your hand that you go into the shop and buy food. I don't put it in the front of your face and tell you to eat this, is that. You bring it back. So this is why the first thing you learn to understand is learning how to controlling your temptation.
Your choices.
Your
It's
choices.
your choice, basically.
That's it. Everything is up to you. If you want to make yourself overweight, make yourself look good, it's you making that choice. I only can, it's like anything.
You know, I hear this is an excuse and it will come regularly. But healthy food is expensive. Can't afford it. What are you going to say to that? How are you going to resolve that?
Everything is expensive. But you got to think about healthy food. That's why I call healthy. You eat healthily. You don't need to eat a lot.
Yeah,
That's why
that's true.
it's helping you to consume because they got more nutrition. Most of them are organic, okay, all of them organic. And egg, especially we eat egg here, is organic. And especially eat egg, try to eat organic. We eat it not organic.
Yeah.
It tastes horrible.
It's not
It
just
makes me feel
horrible.
sick. Makes me feel sick.
It's mess up your body. And because you eat food got no nutrition, not much nutrition inside, So you eat more to consume more.
But then the junk
Cost you
has
more.
it doesn't have any nutrition, so you eat more, and the calories build up, and it gets
You
worse
find
and
that
worse and worse.
when you do eat more organic food, because it has more
nutrition,
and value in
You're
it, you don't
satisfied.
want to snack as often. So
your
you're not
body's
constantly looking
satisfied.
for a snack. And if you do snack on, I don't know, nuts or
If you give
food.
the body what it wants, it's not gonna keep craving. And also, junk food's very addictive.
oh yes,
So
we all
you're
know
in
that one.
another. You're in a. You're against the devil basically.
Or the
Once you put the
parasites.
devil's food, the parasites will make you eat the sugary foods.
And it go back to the basic rule. Your body is a temple. If you look after your body look up to you. The goal for us is the same for her. Take 2 years now to fasting, isn't it? Is it
Yeah,
2
we've
years?
done 2 years fast.
2 year fasting. When I'm start to fasting, I do 7 days, I do 5 days, I do 4 days, I do 3 days, I do 1 day. All this time I do fasting, I just get to learn about myself. Fasting is the way to helping you to discipline yourself and what you need to eat and what you don't eat to helping your body. But every time I go fasting, I have a lot of work on. Because when I have a lot of work on, my brain thinking and my body been using a lot of energy. So in a way, when I go through this journey, I learn a lot. Life is all about experience. Experience that can pass on to helping them to learn. So then she start fasting because she never thought she able to do fasting. Okay. So soon she start fasting, she started to get to like it, and she do it for 2 years now. Every month we do 3-day fasting. Have you fasting yet?
I do intimate, so daily.
Okay. So later on, she will start to learn to understand about fasting. Soon you understand about that, then become a lot more better for you as a person because you know that you got the good choice of eating and you think clearly as well. Your bodies feel good and you just feel like, wow, it's awesome. And this is all about choice. And just remember the basic rule, yeah? Your body is like a temple. Look after it, okay? And that's it.
Thing is, when you fast, your willpower is the most important thing because there's so much like temptations around you and distractions, like people offering you food or worse for me, I had to cook nice food for everyone to eat and I can't eat it. And people are like, how do you do that? I was like, it's just in my mind. I've made a decision. I cannot eat for these 3 days, no matter what's in front of me.
It's a window. It's a window, isn't it?
It's a window in my brain to say, there's no food coming in. You're not allowed to touch it. There have been the odd times when I'm like, oh, because I'm preparing food and I've accidentally put something in my mouth. I spit it out straight away. I'm like, puh, puh, puh. I was like, oh no, I've forgotten fasting. So it's something like it's your habits as well. You've got to realize and really focus. Like remember what you're doing in these 3 days that you know you're not supposed to eat. And
I mean, it's hard, isn't it? Because me and her, we grew up of food left, right, and center. So that's 30, 40 years of programming of eating. That's our family.
Mother's
that's how we were brought up. That's how we're surrounded. Like all my family, we do big parties, big food. You may have seen our food videos, right? It's not a little bit of food. It's a lot of food.
Yeah.
And it takes time to reprogram ourselves to do that. 30 years is very heavy amount of programming.
You know, this is the important thing to understand about the culture. And this is why coaching people is very important to understand about their culture. Because in the culture of our culture, Chinese, Vietnamese, that time when we in Vietnam, like myself, with the family don't have any food. So when it came to here to UK, the family just like eat much you can because they're thinking like they're still back home because their mindset didn't change. But it's revolving. So we have to adapt to it every day to make changes to helping ourselves. But because of that, when they go home, especially for me, when they go to their house, it's like cooking for 100 people. And it's like, what the hell you're not eating? And in later evening, with that, it's still loads of food. And you eat in the morning, eat in the afternoon, eat at night, eat at 12 o'clock, eat at 3 o'clock. You wake up, eat bloody food. So for them, it's very, very difficult. So I can understand it. This is why I am a coach. I have to step in with a steel master to make sure I got a cane in my hand and whack on their head and to make sure that they take the action to make sure their health better.
I mean, I want to though, but I want that. I want
but
to
everyone
not eat the
wants
junk.
it, but it's whether can you make that first
Me,
step.
yes, but I think it's hard at the beginning. I think you do need support until you get, that programming installed, and then you can be self-disciplined. I think it's difficult to be self-disciplined straight away.
Of course.
It's definitely reprogramming because what took me to take that step, I mean, I lost meant before the fasting, I think I did lose a couple of kilos before from drinking some detox tea. And that was the start of my journey. You need to start somewhere. You can't just do it. You can't fast, not eat, and then change your diet straight away. It won't work because you have too much craving. It's a big fight. You're fighting. It's like one person against 10 million people.
You get
but in your head,
withdrawals.
yeah, there's that too. And your body's just screaming at you. It's like what you're doing to it. So you have to take each step at a time.
Yeah,
like
you can
start
get
one
headaches.
thing, change your diet first,
this
maybe
is-
start exercising
And this
first.
is very important. If you decide to do something, it's always it comes from your kitchen. You don't need to do big changes. Changing takes small step at a time. So what is the moral for the story I told about? That the quote I write in your journey on your book.
Journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step, just one small step. We don't need to jump a mountain or fly.
And that's why the step you need to take is today. Today, if you want to change and start to eating first, slowly, gradually build up, and then build from there. And from there, when you're in your journey, remember, the journey of 1,000 miles is beginning with a single step. You start with a single step, you go through your journey. The journey is not a destination. The journey is a reward. As you're in your journey, you will have a lot of chaos because everything around you also the thing. Chaos is an opportunity for you to think and change. As you're changing, you start to learn. While you're learning, you remember the basic rule. The way you do anything is the way you do
everything.
That's how you change, one step at a time, and create a habit. As the habit grow, you need to understand the 4 basic pillars. The 4 basic pillars is the purity of your intent, the focus of your will, the level of your awareness, and the quality of your character. It all go back to this basic rule that you lean toward it. And remember, if you got problem, train hard, live clean, and don't let anybody
bully you.
Otherwise, what happened?
You go in the bin.
It's going to be the big problem. Okay, that's all we're going to have for you today. Master Wong here, and
Bobby Hang.
And
May hang.
follow the journey. All this journey I'm doing, I document it onto the book so everyone can see, and also they can follow if they fall back onto their wagon. They know where they're going next. Master Wong here, out.